On Christmas Eve in the snow-covered town of Redwood Hollow, a crime disrupted the warmth of the holiday season. Eleanor Harper, a beloved schoolteacher and organizer of the annual Christmas toy drive, vanished without a trace. The Harper home, usually filled with cinnamon scents and soft carols, now echoed with silence and dread. The living room remained strangely undisturbed. No broken locks, no shattered windows, just a single porcelain angel ornament beneath the Christmas tree, cracked in half. The police logged it as the only definitive sign of struggle. Detective Samuel Drake, recently transferred to the rural department, knew something was wrong the moment he stepped inside. The boot prints leading into the house, but none leading out, made the disappearance feel less like a kidnapping and more like a trap. Eleanor's shoes and coat still rested near the door, untouched. Her holiday baking timer blinked red on the countertop. Frozen at 2:17 a.m., something had pulled her away abruptly. Her husband, Michael Harper, reported her missing at dawn. He was visibly shaken, his voice trembling as he explained she left late the previous night for volunteer work. But a call to the volunteer center confirmed the worst suspicion. Eleanor was never scheduled. There was no event. She had lied either to Michael or to someone else. A simple disappearance at Christmas became a crime the moment her story contradicted the evidence. The first revelation came not from evidence, but from whispers. Redwood Hollow was a small, tight-knit town, and secrets traveled faster than snowstorms. Neighbors spoke with pitying glances and hushed tones. Michael wasn't himself this year. Something changed. Eleanor visited the church a lot recently, alone. Someone saw her walking up toward the old cabin. The cabin belonging to Michael's estranged brother, Aaron Harper, had been abandoned for years. Aaron had only just returned to town 3 weeks prior, with no explanation. When Detective Drake questioned him, Aaron admitted Eleanor came to see him, terrified and insistent they speak privately. But he refused to speak further except to whisper. She figured out the truth, and now she's gone. This revelation reframed the entire case. Eleanor wasn't simply taken, she had been following something, or someone. The second revelation came from a nearby gas station. Security footage showed Eleanor leaving her home past midnight accompanied by a hooded figure. The pendant around the figure's neck, a silver compass charm, caught Drake's eye. It belonged to Michael, or so everyone thought. Frame by frame, the investigation direction shifted. Michael swore he was home, and yet, someone wearing his pendant walked into the night with Eleanor. This revelation cracked the case open and forced Drake to question every assumption. The investigation consumed Redwood Hollow. Patrol cars combed the forests, volunteer search parties swept the riverbank, and the Harper house became a forensic labyrinth. For every answer found, 2 more questions took its place. Inside the Harper home, small pieces of the truth surfaced. Eleanor's planner had pages torn from the week before her disappearance. A locked drawer in her desk held old adoption papers. A receipt from a DNA testing service dated 6 months earlier. Drake formed a theory. Eleanor had uncovered something about her past, something she was never meant to know. The next breakthrough was emotional rather than physical. When confronted with the adoption papers, Michael confessed Eleanor recently revealed she'd given birth as a teenager, a daughter she never met, a daughter who had reached out months prior, demanding answers. Michael claimed he was trying to help Eleanor reconnect, but their daughter never wanted a reunion. She was angry, Michael whispered, tears clinging to his lashes. Eleanor said she felt watched, followed. She said someone hated her for her secret. The investigation shifted again when a young woman was found hiding near the river, shivering, bruised, and wearing a silver compass pendant. She was Eleanor's daughter, Grace, 18 and volatile with grief. She confessed she followed Eleanor that night to the cabin, demanding to know why she was abandoned. According to Grace, Eleanor slipped on the ice during the argument. She claimed it was an accident, but the autopsy revealed bruising on Eleanor's wrist, suggesting restraint before the fall. Now accident and homicide blurred together like snow prints in the wind. The motive unraveled like thread from a torn winter coat. For Grace, it was resentment, years of abandonment, unanswered questions, and a lifetime believing she wasn't wanted. She didn't come to town for reconciliation. She came seeking accountability. For Eleanor, the motive was redemption. She wanted to make peace with the past, to offer a chance for healing. She didn't expect rage. She didn't expect a confrontation. She didn't expect her daughter to spiral. For Michael, the motive was protection. He hid the truth not to deceive Eleanor, but to shield her from reliving trauma. He pushed her to meet Grace when she wasn't ready. He wore guilt like a second skin. And for Aaron, the motive was fear. Fear that Eleanor discovering the truth would expose why he had left town. Fear that the secret of Grace's identity information he helped bury decades ago would consume them all. In the end, there was no singular motive. The crime was born from grief, secrets, and the crushing weight of Christmas ghosts that refused to stay buried. Eleanor's body was found at the edge of the frozen riverbank on Christmas morning. Snow collected on her coat like quiet apologies. Her hand was still clutching the broken porcelain angel ornament, as if trying to hold onto something before the world slipped away. Grace was taken into custody, not for murder, but for negligent involvement and withholding information. The law saw confusion and emotional instability, not intention. The courts would decide her fate, but Redwood Hollow had already judged her. Michael sat alone in the house that once echoed with carols. Detective Drake stood at the doorway before leaving and offered the only truth that mattered. Secrets don't disappear when we bury them. They wait, they thaw, they come back. That Christmas, the church bells didn't ring in celebration. They tolled like mourning. And every year after, boot prints appeared in the snow outside the Harper home leading toward the door, never away, as if someone still came home for Christmas. Someone who never got the chance to stay.